a piece of an Alaska Airlines flight out of Portland, blew off in the middle of the flight, and they had to make an emergency landing. It is a miracle nobody was killed. It's interesting why no one was killed. The mishap was such a close call. No one died. That's because I think it was there were no passengers seated near the door that blew out, and because Alaska Airlines, aware that the Boeing 737 MAX 9 was bedeviled with safety problems, had voluntarily instigated a policy of not flying the plane over water. Oh my fucking God. Okay, so the two seats that were next to the hole, where the hole opened, were among only 7 on the plane that happened to be empty. Passengers might have been sucked out of the hole, or if unmasked, died from a lack of oxygen. Also, they don't fly over water.
What is that? What is it? What is the difference? Like, if you didn't, so you fly over land, are you safe if you get sucked out and fly over? Oh, because they can think they can land? Like, what's happening right there?
Right. Oh, don't worry about it. We don't fly over water. You're
over
fine.
Mountains, you're fine if we go down.
Come on. Okay, so apparently the door company, yes, I guess there's a separate company that makes this door, is called Spirit Aerosystems, and they're a spinoff from Boeing, and it became its own firm. And yeah, so as the Lever reported, less than a month before a catastrophic aircraft failure prompted the grounding of more than 150 Boeing commercial aircrafts, documents were filed in federal court alleging that former employees of the company's subcontractor repeatedly warned corporate officials about safety problems and were told to falsify records. This is the records are probably good. You know, when they were finally falsified, that they were probably happy.
Yeah.
And not sad. And nobody wants to be sad when you read a safety report. You don't want to be scared.
I want to be excited.
Be lied to. Be super excited. So obviously, guys, this is after the multiple mass casualty crashes of Boeing. This is in a time where, you know, passengers are being squeezed more and more. This is a broad problem with the airline industry. This is from Luke Goldstein in the American Prospect. Specifically, the door that broke off illustrates many of the broader trends in the airline industry: a desire to cram more passengers into a finite space, the standardization of production across outsourced subcontractors, and a lack of oversight from federal regulators into these increasingly dangerous schemes. And in fact, Boeing was restructured because, of course, it was. And it turned from an association of engineers to a firm run by Wall Street shareholders. That catastrophic path has led to another systemic crisis for one of the world's 2 major commercial aviation companies, underscoring the deterioration of Boeing's product quality by financialization, cost-cutting, and outsourcing. But, Dave, Secretary of Transportation Pete Buttigiig, he's got our backs. No, he doesn't. He's not.
Sound a little homophobic right now? Just saying, like...
Oh God, I swear to God, it's because it's gone woke. When transportation's gone woke, this is what happens.
Does that panel rip off the plane if wokeness doesn't exist?
Nope.
It doesn't. It stays on the plane.
If everyone is straight and is in a sexless, loveless, hetero marriage,
that's right.
Subcontracted doors that have multiple safety warnings, they stay on.
That's right.
Because they're just like, you know, again, like a gay man in a straight relationship. They just stay on. Just don't move.
Now
you're happy here. Everything's good. Anyway, okay. The real point of this segment, people are like, where the fuck are you going with this, Francesca? Dave is wondering, is Pete is not actually doing anything to regulate the airlines. However, today, I don't know if you saw, the Department of Justice did deny, and I think a Biden-appointed judge struck down a merger between Spirit Airlines and what's the other shitty? JetBlue. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So this is positive. But
such a low bar. Look, we stopped a merger. Meanwhile, they're flying around unsafe planes.
Exactly. Now, Dave, I know what we would normally do in a segment like this was just talk about like what we would do to change it, how we should nationalize the airlines, or at least, have safety first or have like stronger unions. But we're not going to do that right now. We're going to ask how, if we were innovating tech bros from Silicon Valley or McKinsey consultants like Pete Buttigieg himself was, how would we fix and innovate the airline industry? This is Consult Me. So how do we fix / make more money or keep making money from what would otherwise be a dangerously murderous problem like the lack of safety in airlines?
Well, people love MMA, right? They love the MMA fights. They love cage fighting.
They do.
I think we combine cage fighting with boarding of the plane.
Oh. Is there can we throw money on the ground for it? Is that
We can do all of it. We get
okay?
everything's on the board. There can be weapons, like whatever you want to do. But
I love this.
if you want to get on the plane, you got to earn it.
Yes. I think that's great. It's a good way to make a quick buck. Shareholders will be very happy. It's good entertainment. As we know, I believe Waffle House relies on some of their viral fight videos to bolster its brand.
Late night picks up.
Let's go. I think you should, for half the price of the fare, allow people to be the flotation devices that you sit upon. So
you're in the flotation device the whole time?
Well, I was thinking more like you're in the cushion, like you are the cushion. So they grab onto you, a little bit of like a, to use an Israeli term, a human shield, if you will, of air travel.
Yeah, I like that.
It could work.
It's a big cost also on planes?
Tell me.
Glass, because it's two-sided on the windows. And as we've just seen, you can fly with an open side. Yes. So just get rid of the glass.
Yes,
so it's
I
an
love
open
that.
plane. You can pitch it as like a convertible type situation. You're getting fresh air. And off you go. And then that way you don't have to feed people because of everything blowing around. And it's kind of
it's true. Yeah, it's true. You don't know. Yeah. Ow. We'd save on, there could be no service. We'd save on that completely. I am so chilled. I can't even think of anything because I am such a nervous flyer. I'm like, I'm tapping out of this game already because I'm like,
I fall asleep instantly when I sit down on a plane.
I hate you so much.
Out.
And I hate you, man. Are you like, is that a skill you gain when you get a little older? Like not to.
No, it's a skill from touring so much. My body would just be like, you're tired, you need to sleep. And I just got used to sleeping on planes. So now I fall asleep right when I get on the plane.
I have to put on like all my jams. Like I need to I have like a I Can't Die Right Now playlist.
Mm-hmm.
You ever have that where you're like, it's like all your fucking, like all the music you love. And you're like, I can't die to this. Are you kidding me? This is great music. Nobody. And if I were to die to this, what a way to go.
Yeah. An uplifting song.
It's It's a lot.
Yeah, like Don't Worry, Be Happy on there.
I think the list is called Bangers. Crashers. It's a lot like Gorillaz is on there, Kaytranada is on there, some Kendrick is on there. We gonna be all right. You got to listen to that. Bomba Stereo, some Depeche Mode. That's a little dark, but it's fun. It gets crazy. Me in the air, and then I'll just talk to my neighbor when I get scared. So if I were like by the window open, I'd be like, "Hey, where are you from? Where are you going?"
Great.
Dave Anthony.
I have a thing that I do, by the way, when people are nervous about flying, is that I turn to them when we're getting close to landing and I go, "Man, we're getting low. I hope there's an airport up here." And some people get really upset.
What's going on, Frantifa? If you haven't already, subscribe to this channel right now. Hit that button. And also, you can become a patron and support the show every single week. Get access to bonus episodes and exclusive merchandise. Patreon.com/Bitchuation Room. Do it.